All right, we're going to discuss a little bit about getting a good full mix. I definitely recommend you go back and watch the videos on this channel about spectral content shaping for your mix, also acoustics, and dig around in there a little bit. And there's another series on spectral field. Those three series would be very helpful to you. But we're just going to address this directly in this very short series. What we're going to discuss is getting good full frequency content in your mix very directly. And we're also going to discuss stereo field very directly about getting a good full mix, meaning just we're going to add that to this series. It's going to be a separate short series, and we're going to talk about panning, and we're going to talk about front to back and depth of your instruments, dynamics, and different panning techniques and delays with reverbs and detunings and things like that, to talk about some real basic concepts that can help you a lot just to get a good full mix. So this series shouldn't be very long, but it should be a good reference to help you. And I recommend you go back and watch that other series because it's a pretty simple concept. And one thing to understand about that is it can be very situational. It might work really well in one mix you're working on, and you might have to experiment around a little bit those concepts to make it sound as good in the other thing. Phase is a huge problem. On one instrument, I'll pan them right and left to try to get a good full sound, and I'll detune one just a little bit and put a little bit delay on one of them, and with a little bit of different reverb, and all of a sudden I got these phase issues, and it starts sounding like I stuck this chorus on there or something. Whereas with that same settings on this other instrument, with the panning I had it set on, sounded fine. Now all of a sudden it didn't sound right. And so the mathematical formula for that, it's very hard to give a mathematical formula. I have some basic outlines of them, some things I use, but I always keep in my mind that I might have to change it some because of phase issues or having other problems that are happening in the mix once I start to mix it. And that's one of those things of going step by step and then having to go back a little bit and then come forward again as you're mixing it and refining things. And I mean, that's a given, and as you get better, that you will be able to do that quicker and not spend as much time on it. And because you'll have, a better workflow or a quicker workflow of getting things done, and have, been exposed to things from, time doing it. So I hope you enjoy this series, and we're going to address getting a good full mix in your production. Peace, hope, love. See you in the next video.